Hello, I'm Kim Felton from Elevations Credit Union. I started in the banking profession to help people. I wanted to learn more about finances myself and then be able to share and help others. I thoroughly enjoy Elevations and supporting the community and being part of the community. It's fun to be part of a local Colorado company, and I stay motivated each and every day with the great people that I work with. I was on the board during the capital campaign to build the wonderful building that we have today, and it has been such a joy to walk into this building and in downtown Boulder and see the smiling faces on the kids and know what we're doing for the drop-in daycare. I came back on the board for the second time as the board was starting to plan for the transition. And Janet Beardsley had been here for 30 years as the executive director. She was very careful in letting the board know, giving the board plenty of time to go through the selection process, the transition, and just wanting to make sure that the YWCA stayed the force that it's always been. And I think Amanda is the right person to do that. There's still work that needs to be done. So that mission is bold, but I think we are all up for the conversation and the education and being able to impact our community, which impacts the entire U.S. as the organization and internationally. Just seeing the day-to-day impact has just been incredible, and really it does warm my heart. And I am one of them that truly believes that this board, the staff, all the supporters of the YWCA are making a difference every day.
I'm Angelique Espinoza, and I'm a public policy consultant and an activist. I ran for Boulder City Council in 2007 and served 2 years there on council. Then I was the public policy director at the Boulder Chamber, and I did that for about 5 years before I decided to run for the State House, and just recently came off of an unsuccessful but really wonderful run for that office. I got into policy because I, in my heart, really believe in democracy. It's about liberty and justice for all, really. You know, the idea that every person should have a fair shot. And ideally, policy is something that enables us all to fulfill our potential without stepping on the potential of other people. I got involved with the Healthy Boulder Kids campaign for tax on sugary drinks. All kinds of diseases that are related to obesity are real issues for kids in our nation, and it disproportionately impacts kids of color. So it was so important for us to really speak to that need and not only provide a disincentive for folks to consume so many sugary drinks, but perhaps more importantly, a funding source so that all of our kids in our community can have access to healthy foods and activities. I come from a family that's one of the old Latino families in Colorado. So when I found out about the Reading to End Racism program, it really spoke to me. And so the idea of going into the classroom and being able to share my story and the way that my family put so much emphasis on education as a way to lift ourselves up, and the way every generation has done better, that was an important story to be able to share with kids in a classroom. Empowering women is an important thing for all of us, men and women together, because when we have parity in leadership, in decision making, in income, in child rearing, it really improves our whole society and all of our lives. It's an incredibly important work, and probably now more than ever.
I'm Sue Heilbronner. I am the CEO of a company called Mergelane. Mergelane is an investment fund and an accelerator that focuses on companies that have at least one female in leadership. At some point, it just struck me that I was tired of seeing the male dominance in that sector, and I thought maybe I can make a difference. We are working with a cohort of 9 companies that have one female in leadership right now, and they were just in Boulder for a couple weeks, and just seeing what's possible by helping leaders of all kinds see the highest vision of their own potential and the highest vision of what their company can do is incredibly energizing to me. Companies that come to us have one thing in common, which is they have at least one female in leadership, but in all other ways, they are wildly diverse, and that relates to country of origin. We have people of color in this class. It's a really, really diverse group, and we also have men, which is fantastic, because we love being a program that focuses on female leaders and the men who value them, and we're really able to deliver that with Mergeline. If you're talented and you're willing to be a helper in our ecosystem, you will find endless people who are willing to help you, and that magic is something we would never leave behind. You can do things the easy way, and you can do them the hard way. And one of the things that I see in myself and other female leaders is we seem to think there's some kind of vindication in doing it the hardest possible way. And I love opening up avenues and connections and possibilities that help show female leaders, maybe not to do it the easiest way, but that they're allowed to ask for help, and it doesn't always have to be hard. What I like about the mission of the YWCA is that it goes beyond talking the talk. We know that this organization touches real people,